Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 35 and I'm your host, comedian, Reverend. Why are you laughing?
It just makes me laugh when you say
but
that.
I am a Reverend.
Hi, Reverend. Hi, Reverend Carnazzo.
Thank you so much. I'm so much more than that, though.
You are.
Tracy Carnazzo, joined by caterer to the stars, owner of Full Belly Catering, Noelle Winters.
That's me.
Noelle, thanks so much for being here. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Before the 90 Day, Season 3, Episode 8. And then, to top it off, we're going to talk about The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 18.
That's right.
18!
I know. It's and no end in sight.
There's no end in sight whatsoever. This is really exciting. We have a live podcast coming up.
We do.
November 2nd at the Stand Comedy Club at 3 p.m. Right off the bat, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Christina. Mm-hmm. Shout out, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
She's a big fan of the podcast.
Oh, hi.
We can't say her last name because she has a very high-powered job.
Oh.
She's afraid that she's going to get found out.
Okay.
But she's going to come to the live podcast.
All right.
Incognito. We have a lot of people from literally around the world.
It's amazing.
They're flying in for this.
Yeah.
This is going to be quite a little ordeal.
It's going to be a crazy time. We're going to have a good time.
You can get tickets. You can go to thestandnyc.com or you can go to our Instagram profile, 90 Day Podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you can get tickets. Link is in there. Let's start off with Before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode 8.
I don't want this to ever end. This I don't want to ever end.
Honestly?
Yeah.
It probably won't.
Okay, I don't want it to. I mean, before
I can't believe we're only 8 episodes
I know.
in.
I feel like I've been watching this way longer.
Let's start with Avery and Omar.
Okay.
So Omar is going to the mosque to find out the information, and Avery's getting ready for the wedding.
Right.
She said that Omar is her best friend and soulmate.
Right.
So her mom starts talking about her concerns. She said that, listen, you're my daughter, you're my priority. And she's like, yeah, well, Omar's my priority.
She keeps calling him her husband.
Sick burn.
Yeah,
Avery.
I know. I know.
Burn.
She keeps saying, well, he's my husband. And it's like, well, he's not.
Well.
But her hijab is pretty.
Yes. No, she looks adorable. So he comes back. Omar comes back from the mosque. And he says, and this is a quote.
What?
There's trouble. Dun, dun, dun.
The mother does the confessional in her moon pajamas. I couldn't believe it. I was LOL.
I mean, honestly, at that point, this woman has given up.
Right.
So there's trouble. They need approval.
Right.
From the Islamic court.
But I mean, does nobody think ahead?
Now, the funny thing is they're making this like this is like an insane thing. Like we have to go to the Muslim court, the Islamic court. And it's like, okay, it's just court. Like, I understand.
Why didn't they do this the day before?
This is the exact same way you get married in America.
Yes. Yeah.
This is not unique. Mm-mm. You have to go to the court. You have to file your paper. You have to get your wedding license.
Right.
And then you get married in a church if you want.
Which is what, I mean, listen, that is exactly what I did with Matt. Yeah. I went and I filled out.
Yeah, you had to go, even though I married you guys as a reverend.
Yes, as a reverend Carnazzo.
Right. You still had to go to the court.
Yes.
They don't just take my word for it.
No. We had to fill out paperwork.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why this is like a brand new idea to Omar. I'm wondering if he's trying not to marry her.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking because he seems, I don't know, his demeanor has changed from the beginning.
I don't know if his demeanor has changed. I feel like he's been like this the whole time.
You know what? Maybe he has and I didn't notice. I just suddenly, like, something about him is like setting my intuition off.
I feel like almost from the beginning it has been for me.
Yeah, lately, I don't know.
Her mom gives him the stink eye. She gives such a good dirty look.
She hates him.
He said that Teri may insult the other Muslims.
Right.
How, like she's talking.
Right.
So they take a cab to the Islamic court and Teri is not happy with Omar.
Not at all.
So they go to the Islamic court and they get approval. Right. And she gets dressed and they run to the mosque.
Beautiful dress.
She is in a cloak of invisibility.
What is that?
Okay, so here's the thing. People are going to say, oh, you're mocking my culture. And I don't want to mock your culture, but I do want to know what's happening here.
Right. So I was thinking maybe they were covering her because like nobody's supposed to see the bride like before.
Like a reveal?
Right. No, but I'm wondering why in the actual office she was still wearing it. Like, I don't really know about it. And Omar's like, oh, it's beautiful. I'm like,
he's like, this is my favorite brown.
Right. I would be so hot if I was her.
There were layers on layers on layers.
I know. I would be sweating.
I would have been like, can you put the air conditioner up all the way? Actually,
Hi.
Can we get married in a meat locker? I can't breathe.
No, I know. I don't. And you know what's crazy is not one drop of sweat, not one bead.
Nothing.
Nope.
Her mother is in a child's crib bedsheet.
So let me ask you something. So the whole point of that, the hijab, right, is to not show your hair.
That is correct.
But the mother, the way she has it on, the entire top of her head is showing.
What do you mean?
So
her hair is showing?
All of her hair is out. All of it.
Maybe she wanted to wear it more like a casual hoodie or a necklace.
It is a crib. That was my crib sheet from when I was a child.
It was. They actually imported it from America. That was her something borrowed.
And blue. Right.
They need a witness, right? Mm-hmm. And her mother's like, I'm going to be the witness.
Normal.
Sure.
Right?
And they're like, oh, I'm sorry.
You're only one woman.
You are one woman. So it's either 2 women or 1 man. That was, I got to tell you, not funny, but funny.
Okay. I mean, it was funny also because that was like, they pressed a button inside of Teri for that.
Right. But it's almost like you do know that like things are different here.
No, I know that they're different here, but also Avery is like, acts like unwavered, like things are not different.
She's like,
in America.
obviously we're only half a person.
Right, obviously you need 2 of us, Mom.
You know that. I got to tell you, next time I travel, I'm going to Google how many women to men ratio. And I don't mean living in the city. I mean, how many women equal a man?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it doesn't affect me right now because I don't live there. So like watching it, it's like, this is so silly.
Sure.
But like, I can't imagine actually living.
But you don't. So that's okay.
Right.
And I'm not going to make you.
Right. Thank you.
And then Avery says, thank God in Arabic. She's really playing up the only phrase she knows.
I know.
In Arabic.
That and Habibi.
Habibi. And thank God. Like, but she says thank God to everything.
I know.
She's like, hello, I've been Arabic forever. Now I'm even Muslim. They agree to the dowry of $6,000.
Right.
Her mother's still boiling about the witness stuff.
She's boiling. Her hair is flailing.
Now, the best part of this entire ceremony is that Avery does not speak Arabic, even though she thought she did.
Right.
She was like, I don't just say Habibi a million times.
Right. That's it.
So he's like, the guy's like, since you don't speak Arabic, I'm going to do the ceremony for you.
So basically,
I'm going to be you.
He marries.
So this man, marries Omar. They raise hands to pray. Mm-hmm. Her mother is annoyed.
I would be annoyed.
That was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I got to tell you why I'm so disappointed.
Why?
Why didn't they kiss?
The guys, right?
Yes.
Well, because nobody kisses at a wedding.
I know, but I would have been like, okay, now kiss the bride.
No, you're not allowed. Who's
Kiss
the bride?
the man with
the
the beard.
man's the bride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You 2 men, if you're going to be me, then you should kiss.
Well, no, because even if it was girl and guy, they're not allowed to kiss.
I know, that's so sad.
I know.
So they go to the diner.
Right. I know. No eggplant. No eggplant. Uh-huh.
And she is, because Avery's like super Arabic.
Right.
And she's like, I love this kanaf.
It's like, what are you talking?
Is that what it's called? Kanafe?
Kanafe. This is why she's not believable to me. She tries too hard.
She tries so hard.
That's
she's
what I mean.
A poser.
Yeah, she's just trying too hard.
So in July, she tells her mother, got big news for you, Mom. Mm-hmm. I'm moving to Syria. We're going to live under a pile of rocks.
Right.
Omar has made a fort for us.
But don't worry. I'm going to be fine.
I'm going to be fine. This is great. I'm going to be staying there. Her mother starts crying, and he is cocky.
He's off with the smirk on his face.
He loves it.
Yeah. He was just like, haha, now there's nothing you can do about it.
He's like, I'm married.
Yep.
This is my wife.
Yep. And he kept saying, she's my wife.
Yep.
Yep.
My wife.
Yep. My wife.
So her mom's crying, and she says to Avery, like, I can't believe this. And Avery's like, yeah, well, I'm kind of doing it regardless. So that's your problem.
That's the thing. Like, Avery, that's how you know she's a child.
Yep.
She doesn't go about anything like in a normal way.
She's a snot face.
She's so nasty. Like, I would have sat down and had like a heart to heart with my parent without him there even before I got married.
Noelle.
Yeah.
You're saying like she should be rational about it, and she's moving to Syria.
I know.
Like Omar doesn't even want to live in Syria.
And she's like, well, I feel comfortable with him. And it's like, but so that means that he's bomb proof.
He's also right. Like they're gassing people.
Right.
There. So like,
It's
do you
terrifying.
feel safe when they gas you both?
Right. Well, because she's not alone, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, love is love.
I don't know why she's like this.
Speaking of true love, let's talk about Darcey and Tom.
I love them so much.
They're still in Albania on the same van.
How long have they been here? Like probably
12
for
years.
a day, but I feel like they live there now.
That van, that army tank van, has brought them everywhere.
Yes.
So they're fighting, and he's like, you know what? I think it was stressful to be with both of you and your sister.
Yeah, he does. He's like, I don't like the twin thing.
So Darcey said that Stacy's acting immature.
They're such babies.
They really are. So Tom wants Darcey to talk to Stacy and tell her that he's uncomfortable.
Right.
Tom, grow up too.
I know.
So the next morning, she has her side braid on. And this is how I feel about it.
Tell me.
If you can't control your hair and don't know how to do your hair, why do you have extensions like this?
Because they think it looks high class, I guess.
High class?
I don't know.
To have yarn as your hair?
In her mind, it does. Yeah.
What is happening here?
But you know what? Here's the thing. This is how I know that a lot of the show is fake. Because Darcey and Stacy act like, oh, hi, good morning. Like they haven't spoken. They're wearing the same outfit.
Right.
So clearly you coordinated your outfit. Right?
Either that or they're like, on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Right. Okay. So I was thinking that too. Like, what if they wrote out like a list on which days they're going to wear
like for
what?
the rest of it, like when they were 10 years old.
But I think it's really cute because I feel like I would do that.
They were like, what are you going to wear in 2019?
I'm going to wear a black hoodie with sequins bungees on them.
Perfect. Me too. Her upper lip is swollen like a fevered blister.
Darcey's.
Yes. I don't know what's happening. Stacy clearly has the most filler.
Stacy's face is way more swollen.
I'm wondering if Darcey's jealous of that. And that's what's setting her off, is that every time she looks at her sister's lips, they're bigger than hers.
Her lash is coming off.
Her lash is always coming off.
Her lash
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you
coming
can't
off.
do it, then you can't do it.
She tries though. I love Darcey. I think she really tries, but she's struggling.
Well, she's blaming Stacy for her attitude.
Right.
And Stacy said, maybe Tom just doesn't like you.
And this is like his excuse.
Oh my God. And then Stacy brings up Jesse again.
Why did these people not let it go with Jesse?
They can't.
Yeah.
So Stacy's talking to the camera. She said she has a pattern of bad relationships.
Right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, obviously she has a pattern of bad relationships. Obviously she's not stable, but like someone try to help her instead of just throwing your arms up in the air, and being like, oh, well, just Darcey makes bad decisions.
Yeah, but Stacy is not any better. So Darcey said Stacy has a bad relationship. And Darcey wants to know why Stacy isn't married yet.
Because she doesn't want to be.
I mean, we're also talking like Stacy's okay.
No, I know, but in my mind, I feel like Stacy's got to be okay, but she's not. Clearly, she's like the okayest of the two, I guess.
Maybe?
I don't know. I feel
can't
like
even tell.
She's like, but also, who cares if she's not married yet? What, Darcey, who cares?
Right.
Aren't
you just going to flip out if she gets married anyway?
Right.
Jeez. So
she's
we're
just
back.
going to say her dress is cute.
Yeah, it's cute. I mean, it's not the
Cute.
worst.
It's not my style, but it's cute.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear something like that, but I mean, that's what she likes. So it's nice.
You sound like one of our friends.
Every one of them. Back in the Albanian truck they go to the old market.
Yes.
It's 1 hour away, and Tom is car sick.
But you know what was nice? That Florian got out with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Florian doesn't speak.
Okay, he doesn't speak, but like this is like your friend you just met. I guess because they're in it together.
Yeah.
Like we're both dating psycho twins. But I thought that was really nice of him to get out with him because like I would have been like, let's leave.
To be honest with you, I'm like, is he really throwing up because he's car sick? Or is he just like, I can't deal with this anymore?
Right, I'm just trying to throw up to die.
Is that is he just showing his real feelings?
And I love that Darcey just holding a bag.
Oh, I
like,
couldn't.
almost
can I tell
like
you something? As soon as she took the bag out, I felt like I was going to faint.
No, nothing happened.
I know.
So I
it
didn't
doesn't
watch
matter.
it. I watched it with Matt, and I made Matt watch the
Nothing, you
screen
can't
and
see
tell me.
anything.
I know.
Nothing happened. He just got out of the car and you heard it.
Yeah, but I feel like it didn't even sound real.
It was probably a sound effect.
Yeah.
So he gets back in the car and now she is on top of him.
That's okay. So when I don't feel well, like in life, just say I have a headache, anything. I don't even want to hear like sound.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a television on. I want nothing. I want my eyes closed in the dark. Get off of me.
Yeah.
Get off me.
So Stacy makes a comment and is like, Darce, what are you doing?
Darce,
give
me some
room.
breathing room.
Oh my God.
And what'd you say? Got it. Or
Yeah.
something. It was so funny. Darcey just looks drunk all the time now.
I
I know.
Darcey wants an Albanian sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, ooh, I could use an Albanian sweatshirt.
I mean, I'd probably buy one too. Whatever.
When is she gonna? What is she gonna wear that with? Pray tell.
I don't know.
No pants.
Yeah,
and high
probably
heels?
no pants
And
thigh
pumps?
high heels
And a leopard thong.
Mm-hmm.
Tom is bored. He's like, listen, this is a flea
market.
So then she's looking at like the jewelry and she's like, oh my God, my birthstone is sapphire.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna walk away now.
Mm-hmm.
Darcey's sad that he's not affectionate.
Okay, but first of all, maybe he's just not affectionate in life. Some people aren't affectionate, but like Darcey, give him some room. Let him miss you. You know,
He doesn't like her. She doesn't like him. That's the bottom line.
Well,
of this.
she's forcing it because she
She's
just
forcing
doesn't want to
herself
be
to like
alone.
him.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be alone. No, she's forcing herself, sure. And I think Stacy knows that too. And I think that's why Darcey's being so defensive.
for sure. So he throws on his Louis Vuitton scarf. And they crack open a bottle of white wine.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I'm like, obviously she's getting drunk and crying.
Right.
And all you're doing is trying to give her alcohol.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad for him at all.
No, me either, because that's all she does when she gets drunk. She cries.
She said the flea market was romantic.
What the hell is romantic about the flea market?
And he's like, you know what? You're obsessed with your sister.
Yeah. Why don't you just marry her?
So she starts questioning Florian.
Yeah, but
She's
why?
like, I don't know what's going on with him because she's trying to deflect.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. So he said that it's not romantic. It's not a romantic trip. So guess what happens?
What happens?
Darcey starts crying.
I'm shocked.
I can't believe it. So he says the most awful thing.
Oh, I know.
Talk to me about it.
So he would have probably proposed in Grand Canaria.
So he said that his parents got engaged in Gran Canaria and he would have proposed. What?
Okay.
You would have proposed marriage?
That is, number one, a lie.
Not a true story.
That's not a true story because you don't even like her.
No.
Like, that's how I know it's not a true
Where's your
story.
ring?
Where's the ring?
You didn't even think you were a couple.
He wants to make her feel bad for bringing him to Albania because he hates it so much. But you know what? He's not trying either.
What do you think that Albania was going to be like?
Right. Did you think it was going to be what? Like Dubai?
Yeah.
You know?
So he said that he doesn't like her in Albania. And he said that one side of her he loves and then one side is in the friend zone.
He's turned off to the situation. And
he was
like,
turned off before he met her.
I know. But he is like, again, he's like gaslighting her.
I wish that she was more realistic. I wish that when she got off the plane and got to the restaurant with no pants on, she would have been like, you don't look like your pictures. I'm not attracted to you.
Right.
Do you want to spend this week together and like hang?
No. And
We
she
can get
she
like,
can't do that.
Super wasted. Your nose could bleed all you want.
She
I
can't
don't
do
care.
that.
We could play cricket. I'm gonna dress like a wacko. We could compare who has more brand name things.
We could have matching Louis Vuitton scarves.
Right. Everything. No. But oh God. All right. Well, you know what?
No, I know.
I'm here for this.
I know. Oh, I am never leaving for it. She's in Malta. I want to know if she's with him.
No, she's with her sister for her birthday.
Well, I can't tell because I requested to follow her 25 times this week and she will not accept me.
Really?
Darcey. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that you had to request her.
Yeah. She's like private now. I think after the episode comes out, they go on private and then they unprivate it.
Really?
Yeah, because like I think so many people are leaving comments on their pictures. They go on private. I've noticed like this pattern.
Oh, I don't know about this. Guys, if you want to see a really cool video, one of our fans, Daniel, has been paying for cameos for us. Thank you so much,
We love you, Daniel.
We've been posting them on our Instagram, so go to 90 Day Podcast and check out the
Oh,
cameos.
they're so good.
I'm going to post more. Let's talk about Jennifer and Tim.
Okay, another couple without any chemistry.
Nothing.
At all.
So he's meeting her dad on the farm, and he's wearing dog tags, right? Mm-hmm. He brings an overnight bag. Mm-hmm. Did you see that giant German Shepherd?
Yeah, I actually loved that
Me
German
too.
Shepherd. So pretty. His overnight bag was his carry-on when he was
But I
on
don't
the
even think
plane.
they're staying there.
No, they're not staying there, but maybe they had, because her daughter was there. Maybe they had like baby stuff in there
I
or
don't
something.
know. So her father wants to see him do some farm work. So he puts on ladies' riding boots, skinny jeans, and a wife beater.
Here's the thing. That's like my everyday outfit, number one.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the problem is none of this was real, and they're doing this to embarrass him,
Yes.
and I don't like that.
It's like the chicken feet when Pedro and Chantel were in the DR and his mother tries to serve them chicken feet.
Right. It was like Devon and Jahoon trying to give her the live
Yeah, it's
octopus.
like, come on, why are we?
Why are you embarrassing him
ratings.
like this? He's not like this. You know that he's not
Right.
the type of guy. He gets manicures. He's
Right.
Metro.
Of course. So they strap him with a power washer, and they're like, "Okay, now we're going to give our cows their
A
shots."
shower.
Then their shots.
Oh
too.
no, because the way she said it about the shower, she was like, "Now we're gonna give the animals a shower."
Yeah.
and it's like,
he had
okay,
to power wash the cows. And then it's like, you just came on the great time that we're going to give their cows all their vaccines.
But you know what was really funny was when he put on the backpack. He goes, "I feel like a Ghostbuster."
He looked like a Ghostbuster.
That was so funny.
Her dad's name is Joaquin.
Yeah,
He
I
said
love
that
that
Tim
name.
doesn't learn fast.
And then they're like, "Do you want to cut his balls off?"
Yeah, do you want to castrate him? And
No.
it's like, LOL. Okay, great.
Yeah, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah. Tim's also a veterinarian.
He
He doesn't want to get hurt. He doesn't want her. Joaquin, the father, doesn't want her to get hurt again.
Right.
And she said that he's very different in person. I can't imagine that he's very different in person.
I can. I bet he was like talking such a good game, like
Really? I don't
online
think
or
so at
on
all.
the phone. I do, because he is acting like he like recoils from her. Like she's around him and he wants to like crawl out of his skin.
Interesting.
Her body is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He FaceTimes his friend Chris, and he said that he can't tell if she likes him.
And that he's basically terrified of getting hurt.
Right. So also, he's like, listen, I know we've been having trouble.
Right. But
It's like,
have
why would
you?
Why would you say that?
No, I know. But also, have you been having trouble? Right.
You're
Because she
not
threw a
fighting
drink
with-
in your face once.
Whatever.
Also, was he smoking?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like he was smoking.
Really?
Which it very much surprised me.
So they go to this place and they get these desserts.
Yes.
And she said it was fruit. Was it a fig or
It was
something?
a fig with
Interesting.
dulce de leche,
Yum.
which is nothing that I want. I do not like figs covered in
I like
dulce
figs,
de leche.
like fresh figs, not dried figs.
No, me too. But no, I don't want anything like that on it.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
He said to her, I'm loving you a lot lately.
It's like, what does that mean?
She said she likes his heart the most.
Mhm,
You know
yeah.
what I say that to? I say that to my friends.
I say that to like
To boys I don't like.
I say that to Fairy,
Uh-huh,
like
right.
my best guy friend.
Right. To
Yep.
boys you don't like. They make out in front of all the kids at the park.
But I feel like she likes him. She's acting like she likes him.
Because she just wants him to like, after all
Yeah.
this effort that she put in. Also,
Yeah.
remember something. He's got a lot of money.
Right.
Whether he does actually have a lot of money or not, we don't know. But he acts like he has a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he's been buying her things.
That's true.
And, she's trying to provide for this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talk about the kiss forever.
Forever.
We're
Right.
talking about everyone. Now everyone is watching the kiss. They zoom out. They pan the camera.
Uh-huh.
The entire playground.
Mm-hmm.
We're all watching the kiss.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's watching it.
So now they're going to go to his Airbnb, and he wants to change into his PJs.
And she wants to play
Right.
hide the tamale.
So she says they're going to chill in Netflix.
Right. Okay. I mean, I like it. I dig it.
Can I tell you what's going on here?
What?
I'm a little jealous.
Why?
I'm jealous of how slight his shoulders are.
He does have slight shoulders. I know.
I feel like such a linebacker all the time.
Okay.
I feel like I'm so broad.
Right?
And he's like so dainty.
He's smaller and daintier than I am, for sure.
Noelle. He's
Yeah.
half of
His,
the daintiness.
but his head is gigantic.
I think his head is a regular size.
Oh, because his body isn't.
Right.
Okay, makes sense.
Like if we measure, we should measure his head. I bet it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
He is scared. So they
You would think he was a virgin.
Maybe
he is terrified.
They cuddle.
Uh-huh.
And she wants to do second base.
Uh-huh.
So now they're kissing in front of the cameras.
I don't know the difference between bases, by the way.
They kiss in front of the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
but they like really kiss with the tongue here. It's like
why are we watching
when I was
it?
watching it with Matt's like, are they going to show them like do the sex? And I'm like, no, I don't think they're going to show that. But like, he's like, this is what's happening.
Well, they're scared because the Latin men, he's scared. The Latin men really bring it.
Right. Meanwhile, she wants to be dominated, and that's what she says. And it's like, we don't have to go this far.
This is a lot of
this is. I don't want to think of Timothy in this way ever. You know, Timothy.
Let's talk about Rebecca and Zayed.
Okay.
I love how the producers again are throwing more shade.
Why?
We open up the scene to just a pack of wild cats eating raw meat.
Okay.
It's like they want to basically what they're saying is like this place is wild and uncivilized,
like Zayed.
Yeah, that's like what the tone that they're trying to set. Because they do that also with Paul and Karini.
That's what I was going to say with Paul and Karini. Yes,
cats eating raw meat constantly. So he's combing his oily hair.
But that's the thing. Is that water?
No, it stays. I think it's like VH1 hot oil help.
It is. I used to love hot oil treatments.
It probably is. It's probably VO5 hairdressing.
That's exactly what that is.
Remember that?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. No, you said VO5, okay. Right? Yeah. VH1. I don't know. I can't tell with his hair.
This is what Rebecca says. You're going to die.
Okay.
She said that she falls in love with him more every day.
Right. Why? Why are you not repelled by him more and more every day?
I would be repelled more and more every day.
Because his stench is probably getting worse and worse every day.
Because they don't shower.
No. And she has less than a week left.
She FaceTimes with Melanie, her coworker.
Right.
AKA her boss coworker.
Right.
And she says it's going so well.
The best.
Well, guess what? They ran a background check, and he has no criminal history. He's 26. He's never been married, and he has no job.
Ever.
She's like, no. He's an audience coordinator.
No.
I don't think they have TV there.
No, they don't have showers. Do you think they have TV there?
So she's given him money in the past.
I wonder, like, how much.
I wonder, too.
Did you give her $20 to go to McDonald's, or did you give him $1,000?
And this is the problem. So I'm going to say this. I'm a comedian, right? And most comedians are, like, super broke.
Right.
And when you can, like, pay for a bottle of water, other comedians are like, whoa, you're rich.
Oh, I get that.
So it's not even like she's rich. It's just that I guess he's so, like... He has this idea of America.
He has the idea of America that honestly a lot of people seem to have, that anybody who lives in America is rich.
Right. So her giving him any kind of money
is a big deal.
Is giving him the sign that like, hey, I will support you.
Right.
So apparently, she also believes that he's a hard worker somewhere in her heart.
I don't know why. There's no proof of it.
Apparently her ex was 23.
I can't believe it.
He used her for money. Can you believe that?
No way.
Oh my God. Oh. So they go to get food in Tunisia and they get Lab
Lebi.
Lab Lebi. Have you heard of that before?
So Lab Lebi is like this couscous. No, I'm sorry. I lied. It's a chickpea stew that they put over like old bread.
Yes.
Like stale bread.
It's
delicious. No. I actually know what it is, believe it or not, because of Suzanne.
Oh, everyone
One of my girlfriends.
It.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it, apparently.
But I think they put like an egg in it, right?
Yes,
okay, because that's not for me.
I don't want that, though. Chickpea soup.
Oh, I'll eat that.
I don't like beans.
Okay, I get very gaseous.
Yeah.
But I do like chickpeas once in a while, and I feel like that would just be delicious just because it's a little spicy. Yum.
No, thank you. So she's only been there for a week.
Yeah, I know. I feel like she's been there for like a month now.
This is really weird.
I don't like her jacket. I hate it so much.
Her jacket?
The pleather jacket.
Yeah, I mean, this is all they're wearing.
It's so terrible.
So
not beautiful.
I don't like so much.
If you saw Tracy basically just had a seizure and she turned into Zayed.
Oh my God.
That was really funny.
I was trying to get in character.
That was so funny. You went from Tracy to Zayed face.
So much.
So much beautiful vinyl.
I like my sister cook so much. Macarona
with cheese. So much cheese.
God, cheese.
Yum.
So now she tells him about the background check, and he has zero employment history. And he's like, I'm very worried because you do not trust me so much.
But the thing is, he's so unshaken by it. Like,
I know, he's like, what are you going to do? You're not going to leave me. You're going to keep sending me money. So let me just.
But he's right.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing the right thing. He's like, let me just stay calm on this one. He's like, basically what he's saying is like, I work off the books.
Exactly. But he works so much work. I work so much work. All right.
I work so much work. She keeps asking him if he understands. Mm-hmm. Do they like now? All of a sudden, this is the only conversation. Like you've been speaking English to him for
now
like
you don't know if
years.
he understands, right?
And now she's like, you know what I think it is? I think it's a language barrier.
Right. A month later, right? But also, I understand the working off the books thing. But at his age, he should have had something on the books by now, you know?
Yeah, but he's not looking to stay there long term.
That's true.
He's like, listen,
I'll coordinate
this little audience in the village.
Uh-huh.
It's probably like, this is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing like an open air theater.
Okay.
And there's like some benches in a park.
Okay.
And he has to be like, okay, you come in. I sit you here. Okay, now talk show host comes out.
And he does like sock puppets, basically, right? Something like that.
He does like sock puppets and like, they have like little like hijabs on their heads.
Yeah, okay.
Also, just throwing it out there, there's nothing conservative about him.
No, not at all.
Or religious.
Not at all.
So, like, I don't know why we're playing this game. I don't know why he had to make her wear this flamingo outfit all the time.
But seriously, the flamingo outfit. I love, though, that she's like, well, when you're in America, like, you have to get a job.
Right. And he's like, so much.
Right. So much work in America.
Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just say yes until
he's
you get there.
Yeah, he's not hearing
like, listen,
it.
I actually spoke to the guy who referred me to you.
Uh-huh.
The 23-year-old.
Uh-huh.
And he says I don't have to get a job.
No, he says that's the opposite of what I have to do.
He says what I have to do is I have to marry you. I have to get there. And then I just leave you for another woman in America that is a regular age for me.
Yes. And then that's it.
Yeah. And then,
bye.
Then here I am.
Mm-hmm.
He says, don't worry about the job. He's like, listen, don't worry.
I'm very worried.
Don't worry.
I've seen the work on other people on this show.
Don't worry so much.
Oh, so much. So much work. So beautiful work.
So beautiful.
So much. so much macaroni.
The rest of... Never too much macaroni.
Never. I'm dying for ditalini every time we talk about him.
And a meatball with some
yes.
Let's talk about Benjamin and Akini. Do we have to? Can we skip them? Let's skip them.
I hate them.
Let's just skip them.
Yeah.
No, let's do it.
Okay.
Benjamin wakes up in a mosquito net that Paul has set up for him on his bed.
Mm-hmm.
He said things got off to a rough start, but he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Honestly, he did nothing wrong. The only thing wrong he did was go to Africa.
Honestly, he seems like a nice guy. And I have to tell you, he's taking this all like a champ. I really feel like he's really taking this. I mean, I would be too.
That's it. That's all that's happening. So she wants him to go to her church to meet her dad.
Right.
And they go on a moped.
Right.
There's like 5 people on a moped.
It seems safe.
He's also studying to be a minister.
Yeah. Do you remember his Jesus song?
I know. I should train him.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad is a pastor.
Yes.
And the church is in English.
Right.
And then they have someone sometimes translating to Swahili.
Mm-hmm.
The men and women do not sit together in the church.
Right.
He's very nervous.
He's so sweaty.
He says hello to the dad. Well, I mean, it's 4,000 degrees.
I know.
And they're in a mud hut.
Right.
Her dad won't look him in the face.
No, the dad is horrifying.
Terrible. So he has to meet the elders first. There's always it's like every level that he gets to, you have to unlock another level.
He's basically playing Super Mario in Kenya.
Is awful.
Yes.
He needs their blessings too.
Now, here's what I didn't like. The dad was screaming, and that scares me. I don't like, I can't deal with that type of worship.
I think that's the kind of worship they do.
But he had an upside down cross on his back. It freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah. So the back of his,
maybe he was wearing it backwards.
I don't know. It was upside down cross, like straight up Satan cross.
Out.
I didn't like it.
The door to the house that they go to is tiny.
Mm-hmm.
They're all climbing into a dollhouse.
Uh-huh.
And he's basically marrying into the tribe.
Right.
He said that he never thought his daughter would be married to a white.
That's exactly what he said. He wasn't expecting a white.
Yeah. That's
okay. Like, okay, thanks. That's
nice.
Fidel
tells him to introduce himself. Fidel is the worst person on
Fidel
the show.
is a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
I don't like him
He's like,
one
hey,
bit.
Benjamin. Hey, Whitey.
Hey, white guy.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the elders?
Why don't you tell us about yourself?
He says that it's been so welcoming.
He gives like a little bio.
Yeah, he's
so
like,
cute.
so I'm Ben. I like tennis.
I'm 33.
I like to stay in, but sometimes I like to go out.
Right. And, I'm an all-out fun kind of guy, like Kenya.
I like Kenya. I like bracelets from the flea market. I like beads in your hair.
I like mud huts.
I love mud huts. I like Jesus songs. My free time, I travel overseas. And I go to different churches.
I like getting divorced. Oh, these people.
So he tells them he was married before.
Right.
And, he's used to the religion.
He wants him to stay Christ-centered.
Very Christ-centered. So they approve of him.
Yeah. I mean, did you think that they weren't going to?
Okay, but what does that mean? First of all, someone that was in our group. So, guys, if you want to talk about the podcast, you can come and join us on Facebook, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast. It's a group on Facebook. And someone said, I don't know if it was in our group or the other groups I'm in. Someone was like, hey, I'm from here. From Kenya.
Okay.
This is not true.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, this is all for the cameras. The elders don't have to approve someone. This is ridiculous.
Well, maybe in like her tribe they do.
Whatever.
Who knows?
So then they talk about the bride price.
Right. Which he didn't even know about. Like, well, he knew about it, but he didn't know it was going to be a thing. He thought maybe they forgot.
The mom is holding back laughter.
The mom looks like she's just going to pass
She's
away
like,
at any moment.
I can't believe that we're doing all these fake things and he believes that this is real. Meanwhile, we don't
She's like
care.
giggling.
She's like, meanwhile, all we want is our daughter to go to America. And we're going to see if we could squeeze things out of this guy. So Akini told him, it doesn't matter if you go dry broke. You have to give my mother all.
But also, you have a child. I wonder if they even know he has a kid. They didn't bring up the kid.
No, they didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
Talking about something that we don't really want to bring up. Let's talk about Caesar.
Oh.
Okay, so we're just going to reminisce about what could have been now?
Right, basically.
It would have been the best day of his life today, and he wants to work things out. So he has a non-refundable romantic dinner plan.
Right, give me a break.
Noelle.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know, but one time I went to Cancun, Mexico.
So you're an expert, basically, is what you're saying.
In Cancun, Mexico, the place that I am an expert on. All he's doing is sitting on the patio of the restaurant.
Right.
They didn't set up, because when you go to a resort, you can't, I mean, you've seen these pictures on Facebook, Instagram. You can have them set up like a private table on the beach with a private waiter.
I love that.
That's not what happened.
No.
He was literally just like, hey, I'll take a table outside.
But basically he got a bottle of champagne.
He got a bottle of champagne. Like, stop. This was not non-refundable.
In his mind it was, though.
Poor hotel worker.
I know.
Jeez. So now Darren and Ashley, his friends from the pool, approach him.
They randomly show up.
Oh, hello.
Mic'd up.
Ready to go.
Right.
Is he eating an ahi tuna salad?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was staring at the whole time.
He just realized that maybe she knew the ticket was canceled, and that's why she didn't answer him.
Gee, I mean, listen, he's like really smart.
Is he?
I mean, I'm kidding though.
Oh my God.
So now he's angies.
He's very angry.
He's very angry.
I know. So what's he going to go to the Ukraine and just look for Maria?
Maria.
Hello?
Hello?
Maria?
Maria, where are you? I'm here. It's me, Caesar.
Are you Maria?
Are you Maria? I have some edible underwear if you are.
Yeah, right. I ate them all in Mexico. I was starving.
I needed a snack on the plane.
I was eating my feelings in underwear.
Oh, God.
Did you get her the chocolate kind or the fruit roll-up?
I think the chocolate kind, which is probably so gross.
Yeah, it's probably that like
that artificially
that chocolate's waxy,
like the Yoo-hoo of chocolate.
Oh, I like Yoo-hoo.
No, I love Yoo-hoo too, but it's not
like
chocolate.
That. Yeah, but it's good.
I guess.
I think it's soy milk.
Do you have a fever?
I feel very, very.
It is
warm.
because Yoo-hoo is non-dairy. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
I
dairy.
think it's soy milk because I remember years ago. Someone told me when I was a child, before I was an elder, they told me that if I mix soy milk with Ovaltine, it makes Yoo-hoo.
Really?
I don't think it's true, but we'll
I
see.
mean, I drink a lot of Ovaltine.
Let's talk about, speaking of Ovaltine, let's talk about Angela and Michael.
First, I have a question.
Yes.
So he wears an A around his neck.
And she wears a K because his real name is not Michael.
Right. So Michael, you know how like, is Michael like his house name?
Michael's probably his American name.
My grandpa's name was Ed in the house, Eddie, but his name was Alfred.
Right. So now, I don't think it's like that, like how Spanish and Italian people do it. I think it's more like, you know, when you meet like an Asian person.
Yeah.
And their name is like Judy.
Oh, wait. Olivia, one of my friends, her mom.
Yeah.
She has a very Albanian name, but we all call her Sally.
Right.
That's like the American version of. Right, that's
right,
not
but
her
sometimes when people come from different countries, they literally just pick a name.
Yeah, her whole family all has like super American names, but they're not because they have very Albanian names.
Right, they're not their real names. So you just kind of like pick a name to fit in.
Oh.
So listen, Michael wants to come to America. He wants to meet Donald Trump. He's going with Michael.
Okay, I mean Michael is a very American name,
So Angela calls him. She meets him at a restaurant, and he's like, "I am so happy that Angela agreed to meet me."
Right.
Her hair is ridiculous.
I mean, her hair is just, first of all, her hair is fried.
Totally
so
fried.
bad.
So he said that he won't lie to her anymore, and then we have to watch them kiss.
Ugh, gross.
They go to see Mambu.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing a belly shirt.
Mm-hmm.
She tells his mom, listen, I kicked him out of the motel.
But that was the first thing she said, too.
This is who she is as a person.
It's really ridiculous.
Does he have a slash mark across his face?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. So now they're talking about having kids, and she says, listen, my daughter is going to tote my egg.
Right. She's going to tote it.
So the mother's like, oh, okay, so he's going to have sex with your daughter?
Uh-huh. She doesn't understand.
She's like, what are you even talking about? So his mom's like laughing, and she's like, listen, I just need him to get someone else pregnant.
I don't care who it is, really.
And Angela's like, no. So the mom's super upset. She said that having a kid is more important than getting to the United States, which is also very important, apparently.
Oh, right.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire episode, though.
So basically nothing else happened, but Angela isn't happy. I'm shocked.
What do you mean?
Angela is never happy, ever. So this is another episode where she's not happy. I thought, honestly, she was going to, like, flip out on his mother.
She seems fine.
Yeah. That's really what I thought was going to happen.
Let's talk about The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 18.
All right.
Let's start with Jehoon and Devon, who, by the way, spoiler alert, Devon's pregnant again.
Yeah, because she was
Korea.
posting on some Korean page about it or something.
And then someone posted it, and she's like, how could you tell my secrets? I was on a Facebook group.
Right.
With
but
all my best friends.
It's like, huh? Yeah, so obviously she's a moron, too.
Yep. So they go to a Korean-style tent bar, which is basically...
where you drink outside.
Yeah, but it's like Smorgasburg that we have here.
Yeah.
It's just like food trucks.
I mean, I don't know. It just didn't seem like anything I haven't been to before.
He has the most wrinkled shirt on you've ever seen in your life.
Uh-huh. I know. It gave me like anxiety.
She's finding out that he's not who she thought he was. What?
Right. I'm shocked.
Noelle, she looks so normal in the confessional.
I know.
Because she didn't have crazy makeup on. So she
even looks normal here.
Yeah. So they go to meet the two friends, and they can't believe he's with an American.
Right. It's shocking.
So he introduces her to soju, which is alcohol. Mm-hmm. And he said, let's just get wasted.
And she's like, all right.
She has 4 shots. She drops her noodles.
She was supposed to sip it, though, apparently.
Yeah.
And
she's
like,
I
took shots. He's like, do you want to die?
I mean, it looked like a shot to me.
Yeah.
His friends say that he is a child.
I mean, clearly.
He spends all his money. And he was going to China to sell stolen phones.
Yeah, so he was like a trafficker, basically. Yeah.
So they told her, they were like, but you know what? Don't worry, just trust him.
Uh-huh. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, my God. So people get married...
pretty easily.
Yeah. In Korea. So they're filing for their marriage paper. Mm-hmm. She's really nervous to get married. And she wants to manage the money.
Right, which totally understandable, but is she going to manage it like Tiffany does?
Oh, God.
You know?
Well, no, I don't think so, though.
No, I mean, she seems a little more level-headed.
It's easy to manage no money.
That's true. I mean, listen, I think that if anybody's going to be in charge of the finances in that house, it should be him. Her.
Yeah, he loves her 200%.
He loves her all the way.
Well, they're married.
She feels like she just turned in homework when they got married. She's like,
but
we got
it's
married. I
true.
feel like I turned in
Because
homework.
they didn't do a ceremony or anything.
But her leggings were so cute.
I didn't notice them. Her
She had on
wedding
like
leggings?
these. Yeah, she had on black leggings. They were studded, but they had like holes in the knee.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were really cute.
Maybe her knees were hot.
Are you okay? Are you hot?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to faint, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Are you okay?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Aladdin and Laura, they're on the
Aladdin.
second night of their wedding, and Liam did not come to the first night.
Right.
Liam said that he couldn't come to the first night because he's sick.
Right. He has diarrhea.
And Aladdin said he's acting like a child and he's rude.
Yeah. I mean, do you believe that he was sick?
Maybe. Because it's like, why'd you come if you weren't going to come?
I get it, but I feel like even the second night you're not going to come. I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was being spiteful or not, or maybe he was sick though too. It's very possible. I don't know.
Maybe. We don't know. So the second night of the wedding, Laura gets to wear gold. 50 pounds of gold.
Laura had her eyebrows drawn on this time. Brown. A brown line. It was
She
a
had
lot.
a red wrap like a Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. And it was money night.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we should have had money night at my wedding. I had so many weddings.
Wait until you find out the money that they got. So the bride sits on the sofa, and the guests bring money, and the DJ announces the gifts.
Which is so embarrassing.
Hilarious.
You have to give so much money.
Noelle, this is like one of the fancier nights of the wedding.
Yeah.
Someone's wearing a Supreme t-shirt.
So I know. he sits with his mom, and he doesn't sit with Laura. Like Laura doesn't get the money.
No.
You're right. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Just he
because
gets
one
it.
woman equals two.
That's really, I swear, two
men
women.
equals one
Yeah.
woman. So did you hear him like he announced an amount of money?
Like 500.
Right, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like 46 cents. That's what it translates to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe you posted that
Someone
or
else
something,
posted
right?
it in
Yeah.
the group. So he takes Liam to the bath. So this is like kind of like the Turkish baths, the Russian
I
baths.
love that.
Right.
Yeah.
So the tiles.
That's what I love.
Noelle, those tiles were so beautiful.
It was like
I want my
intricate
bathroom
tile.
done like
I know.
that.
Me too.
He hasn't gone in 2 days to the wedding, and Aladdin is super upset. So Aladdin's like, listen, man, level with me. Are you really sick?
Right.
So Liam smiles and doesn't look him in the eye.
And then he's like, no, really. I'm like so sick. I would throw up on the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's like, great, thanks.
Thank you for that visual. Liam said that he doesn't like any of his mom's men.
Why is Liam wearing a cowboy hat?
Because he's a cowboy?
I don't understand.
What do you mean? He's a cowboy. What don't you understand? He's a cowboy.
You think he's a cowboy? You think he's the fucking Marlboro man?
He's the Marlboro man. He's really... I could see him being Angela's son.
Yes. I don't know. It's something about this is just weird.
So he said that he doesn't want a stepdad. Aladdin's like, I am 30 years old. You're 23.
Right.
No one's trying to be your stepdad, bro.
But that's the thing. Why does he have such a complex about it?
Well, he flipped out because Aladdin said we're going to start our own family.
He really flipped over this, though.
So Aladdin said that a doctor in Qatar said she could have a baby. Well, guess what, Aladdin? I think a doctor
I think
in
you
Qatar,
need a new doctor.
he was pulling your leg a little bit.
Yeah, I think you need a new doctor in Qatar.
So Liam goes, well, this is where I draw the line.
Right.
My mom can't have a baby. And he said that, how is she going to have a baby and keep helping me?
And how is she going to have a baby and keep her attention on me? It's like,
You're 23.
you need the attention of your mommy?
You're 23. Your
Right.
mom she's not going to even live in the same country as you.
No, what are you talking about? So you want the attention of money. And Aladdin's like, I'll send you money. Like,
He's
you'll
like,
have
he's like,
money.
no, I can't trust that you're actually going to send me
Right.
money.
Like, how can I trust you? I don't trust you. It's like, what are you talking about?
He was honestly.
I bet this straw is bothering you.
This is the first, like, real conversation where I'm like, Aladdin's like just trying to be regular.
And Aladdin is actually being really more patient than I probably would have been.
I would have
with
never
him.
been that patient.
Yeah.
I would have been like, get out of this bath. I'm gonna hit you
Listen,
with a palm
I'm
tree
patient
branch.
with idiots.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh my god, he was such a moron.
No, I don't know what that was about. He's like, if she has a child, I'm done with her and I'm done with you.
Oh, and they're like, okay,
bye.
I thought you needed her. I thought you needed her attention and help.
Right. I thought you needed her attention, her money, her help.
Oh, he was annoying. See, that's like, And he was right that he's like, that's between me and your mother. You draw the line. What are you going to ground your mom?
Right. Your mother's not allowed to do what she wants to do. That would be like you being like, I'm not going to have friends with you anymore if you have kids, which you've probably already told me.
Well, that's what I told you.
But like, right. But like, so I'm supposed to not do it? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
But that's fine though.
Right. Because you have to live your life for
it's
you.
Like, okay, well, that's fine. Then you can't be friends with me anymore.
Right. But I don't get it because I feel like it's not fair because it's almost like keeping somebody like emotionally hostage because that's your child asking you not to do something and you feel guilty about it.
But he was talking to Aladdin about it. It's like, talk to your mom.
Yeah, it was really strange.
This is inappropriate. Just say yeah. Also, your mom's like 400 years old.
I know. Your mother's basically another crypt keeper.
So don't even worry about the baby. Maybe that should be the least of your worries.
I know. It's like, you actually think this is going to happen?
Right. Just be like, oh, yeah. I can't wait for a baby.
Yeah, sure. They can't wait to hold the baby.
Great. Let's talk about Corey and Evelyn.
Okay.
What happened to Evelyn?
She's suddenly nice.
Okay, so they Skype, and he's been in Washington for 3 weeks. And she's like, hey, look, I found my promise ring.
I found my promise ring. I'm wearing it right now. I love you so much.
So he's going back to Ecuador, and she is shocked that he's back.
Right.
What?
I don't know what that was
It's like, I told you I got on the plane.
Right.
He only has 30 days left on his visa.
Okay.
His mom, Linda's so sad that he's leaving.
I have to tell you, during this part, when I saw them crying, I muted it because I felt like I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it was sad. And she said, Dad would want you to go. Also, Linda, Dad would not want you to go.
No.
Dad was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Dad was like, what are you thinking?
Dad's like, so now, what do you... Like,
Right.
I died to show you that you need to come back.
Right. No, I hear the ghost of his father through the TV saying, don't go.
Like, hey, Linda, that's not what I said.
No, that's...
Linda, I did not want him to go.
No.
Linda, I didn't want to go.
Abort mission.
I did not want him to go when I was alive.
Right.
I don't want him to go now.
Don't go.
Don't go even more now that I'm dead. So he goes back and he hopes that she's there to pick him up this time. What a fairy tale romance.
But that's the thing. And it's like you hope that she's there. That's the type of relationship you want forever.
She doesn't want to get married, but he hopes that she changes her mind. And she picks him up. She's super nice.
Uh-huh. You know why? Because she got laid while he was gone.
Probably.
Yeah.
So he said that he has 2 homes. One in the campsite. And one in the real campsite.
He's like, because he's like, I have 2 homes now. Well, I think you've had 2 homes this whole time.
So she's cooking for him.
Right.
Some shrimps.
Yep. She's making some scrimps, some tomatoes.
Okay. So she makes some kind of was there tomato? Maybe there was a cabbage involved?
Yeah. It looked like some kind of slaw.
Okay. There was
a
slaw.
vinegary slaw.
Okay.
Right.
And then it was just green leaf lettuce.
Right.
With no dressing on it.
Right. I was very confused by this whole thing.
And then
it
was boiled shrimp and some liquid?
It looked like shrimp with water, and it was it's probably a salsa verde.
Like shrimp soup.
Yeah.
Great.
It didn't look good at all.
She's like, listen, get some shrimps in your belly.
Shrimps. Get some shrimps in your belly and go to sleep. And
get
he's
some
like, that
shrimps
sounds
in your
great.
belly. She's like, oh my God, guess what I did for you?
And he's like, what?
I blocked my ex. And he's like, but you said that was your best friend.
And he didn't even believe it.
Because it's not true.
Because you know why?
That or her ex broke up with her.
Something happened between her and her ex while he was gone, and that's why she's acting this way towards Corey. Because there's probably no shot of her ever being with her ex again. So now she could put it all on
maybe
Corey.
He got married.
Right. Maybe he got shot. You know.
Let's talk about, speaking of getting shot, let's talk about Jenny and Sumit.
Oh my God, these guys. We didn't even see Jenny.
This guy lied to everyone.
This guy is a bad person.
I mean, listen, everyone's like, oh, but he just did
I don't
for
feel
love.
bad
No,
for him.
he's a liar.
No, he's a liar. He's a scam artist.
He didn't want to tell Jenny because she would leave. Yes, because that is the appropriate thing to do.
Right. You didn't tell Jenny because you knew that she wouldn't be with you, and you lured her to another country under false pretenses.
With all of her savings.
Yep. And then you kept lying to her, saying we're going to have a ring ceremony and this and that, knowing full well you couldn't do that.
Yeah. Well, his parents have held him in their house for the last 5 days.
That's really crazy. It's amazing.
Yep. And he's allowed to see his friend, right?
He was forbidden to see Jenny.
Niraj.
Right.
So he asked him, he said that Niraj was saying, like, I knew about it, but he asked me not to tell. And I get it. It's not your place to say anything.
I wouldn't say anything. Why would he?
No. So he's scared that someone will try to hurt Jenny while she's alone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're real scared. I would have been like, Jenny, go home. Someone's going to hurt you.
But also now you're scared.
Yeah, right?
You know?
His family said that Jenny's old. Okay. I mean,
whatever. But but honestly, I do believe he loves Jenny. I do believe she loves him, but it's just never going to work.
I mean, he's a
them.
terrible person.
Yeah. It's also, why the hell is she not back in America yet? Go back to Palm Springs.
She's like, I've been in this house for 6 weeks.
Right.
And I think someone's going to come kill me. Jenny.
Go home.
Go home. Go home. Go home. They have showers. They have bathtubs.
You have enough money left in your account.
They have hot water.
Uh-huh.
Your daughter will figure out. Guess what? Put up a GoFundMe. I'll pay for your
I'll
ticket.
pay for it. I'll send you the money right
if
now.
Jenny called me right now,
I
would get the money together to get.
So would I.
She was like, "Hey Tracy, I know you do this podcast, but okay,
what?
Unlike Caesar, I wouldn't send her the cash.
I would book the ticket for her.
I'd book the ticket, but I'd also book insurance.
Hell yeah, because you know she's going to cancel it or not show up. Yep.
That's just who I am. He was saying that it's really hard to get divorced in India.
I mean, but it's not illegal to have an affair. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Well, it's even though it's not illegal for him to have an affair or cheat, his in-laws can accuse him of something else because the cops will arrest you on hearsay.
And they could file a case against the whole family.
Well,
like saying like, your brother's an abusive drunk.
Right.
You hit my wife. You know, you hit my daughter. My wife. So basically they want to bully him into staying. And he say he would rather be in jail than married to this woman.
I need to see who this woman is.
So do I.
Like, how bad could
she's probably, maybe she's like a smoke show. Who knows?
Imagine.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And he said that he just wants to be with Jenny. Well, guess what, Sumit?
You messed that up when you got married.
Do you not forget that he was Michael Jones and he catfished her? Like,
that's right. I forgot that.
He's a pathological liar. Get away from him, Jenny.
You're right. Because you know what? Jenny is a good person on the inside. She could do better.
She's super nice. Yeah. Guy. Get away from him. Thank you so much.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny. Okay, guys. This has been a great podcast.
Yeah.
I hope that I get to meet you at the live podcast, listener.
I can't wait. Listener.
I want to meet you.
I want to meet you specifically.
The 90 Day Fiancé Live needs you.
Yeah. Please, guys, come.
Uncle Sam wants you. He's going to be there.
Come. We're going to have so much fun. You guys are going to LOL.
Surprise guests. We're going to have...
we're going to do all this stuff.
Our friends and families are going to be there.
Yeah. We're just going to have so much fun. You guys...
make the Roma Mozzarella at this venue.
I mean... That's what I'm
That's
going
how I got
for.
You there.
That's really actually how she got me there, and I'm not even lying.
Can you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TrixieTuzini, TrixieTuzini, and you can check out our upcoming tour dates and get tickets to all of our shows at TracyCarnazzo.com. Noelle. Would you like to share anything with the group?
I would like to share that for my birthday this year, I'm asking for you to follow me on Instagram, Noe_bear810, and at Noe Girl on Twitter. But my birthday passed. It was August 10th. But I love you guys, and I really want you guys to come to the live show because we really are going to have a lot of fun. I'm not even just saying it.
Thank you. Also, if you love what you're listening to, please give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review, and we will love you forever.
Forever.
Bye.
Bye.